The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia was keen, from an early age, on the need for the humanitarian and relief work and its ethics. Therefore, it has exerted and is still exerting exemplary efforts, appreciating the value of the human being, regardless of color, religion, or race. Such efforts have achieved many of their objectives in relieving the suffering of war-afflicted people in all corners of the world. At the outset of the Syrian people catastrophe, the kingdom rushed to stand by their side, reduce their suffering, and provide facilities to them in the Saudi territories. These facilities include facilitating residence of the Syrians and reunite them with their families, as well as extending their regular stay status until the situation in their country is resolved. Admittance of 150,343 male and female Syrian students in public schools for free. Provision of free-charge medical treatment to the Syrians and their families in the hospitals. Incorporating visit visa holders in the job market. Directing the official charitable societies and establishments to provide humanitarian assistance for the needy Syrian families. Treating them as guests rather than refugees, respecting their dignity and safety, and granting them full freedom of movement. The kingdom has also fulfilled its international pledges towards the Syrian people, whereas the assistance offered since 2011 totaled $780 million. The other aspect of this assistance is the effort undertaken by the Saudi National Campaign for Helping the Brothers in Syria, established by a royal order under the supervision of His Royal Highness Crown Prince Mohammed bin Naif bin Abdul Aziz. First, relief programs. The total cost of relief programs was more than 300 million Saudi riyals, including the dispatching of land convoys and airlifts, as well as provision of relief supplies and food baskets distributed to the Syrian families. Second, shelter programs. The total cost of these programs was more than 143 million Saudi riyals, including the construction and preparation of caravans and camps, and payment of rent of Syrian families' residences, as well as provision of water purification plants. Third, health programs. The total cost of these programs was more than 91 million Saudi riyals, including the establishment of clinics and provision of medicines, medical supplies, ambulances, and medical care, as well as vaccines for Syrian children and families. Fourth, education programs. The total cost was more than 38 million Saudi riyals, including the covering of education fees for male and female students, opening and operating educational and vocational centers, as well as provision of school bags and supplies. Fifth, winter requirements. The total cost was more than 31 million Saudi riyals, including the provision of heaters, heating fuel, and winter requirements, such as blankets, pullovers, and clothing for different ages of the Syrian families. Conclusion. The prompt response and interaction with the needs of afflicted people everywhere has earned the Saudi people a significant local and international record of generosity and accomplishment. The solidarity channels with the Syrian people will continue until they restore their security and stability, painting together the most beautiful humanitarian picture under the slogan, selfless generosity and exemplary performance.